Today, Uttar Pradesh has turned into India's preferred shooting location. Another successful endeavor is the One District, One Product project, which now many other Indian states are following. No doubt, with 90 lakh MSMEs thriving dynamically, UP is the new MSME hub of India. So come and explore sector-specific industrial project, robust infrastructure, and India's best industrial policies, all customized to expand your business. Inspired by PM Modi's dream of Digital India, UP's digital progress is remarkable. Here you can give your business the desired edge through single window portal for all application and approvals, online incentive management system OIMS for application of incentives, investors relationship management system for hand-holding support. All these investor-friendly initiatives have one goal: highlighting Uttar Pradesh on global platform and making it a $1 trillion economy. Come and enjoy a business ecosystem guided by the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, strengthened by the leadership of Yogi Adityanath. Come, invest in Uttar Pradesh, New India's growth engine.
Our next speaker for tonight is Shri D.S. Mishra ji. He is the Chief Secretary of Uttar Pradesh. Mr. Mishra ji.
If you don't mind, I can speak from here so that I can use my iPad also. Okay. Thank you. Honorable Speaker of UP Legislative Assembly, Sri Satish Mahana ji. Honorable Minister, Sri Dharampal Singh ji. Honorable CGI, Consul General of India at Toronto, Apurva ji. My colleagues who have joined from the state, Sri Satish Thakkar ji, the Chairman of Canada-India Foundation, respected members of the Canada-India Foundation's, members from the media, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to all of you in this evening presentation. First, I thank Apurva ji and Satish Thakkar ji for organizing this evening's program. We are here to promote investment in Uttar Pradesh. Before I speak about this, I would like to mention which you are aware, which you are all aware. Just a repetition. The Honorable Prime Minister in address to the nation on 15th August 2022 from the ramparts of the Red Fort said that is the dawn of Amrit Kal. The next 25 years, the country will move to a developed nation when we celebrate the 100th anniversary of Indian independence, that is in 2047. And he called upon everybody, the Team India, the states, the central government, the local governments, the public, the industry, to work together towards the dream through the Panch Pran, which I need not deliberate. You must have seen it or you may see it on the YouTube. In the Prime Minister's vision for taking the country to the developed nation in the next 25 years, and which he has kept a target of $5 trillion economy in the next 5 years, our Honorable Chief Minister Sri Yogi Adityanath ji, he took a mission of transforming UP's economy to $1 trillion in the next 5 years. Our current economy is 250 billion plus. And he has taken this courageous target of quadrupling it in the next 5 years. One of the first things which he has announced is this Global Investor Summit between 10th to 12th of February, and we are here to talk to you about this Global Investor Summit, and we would like to invite you. I'm aware that you have taken time out of your busy schedules. You are all industry leaders, business leaders. You are dealing things at a different level in the city of Toronto or the cities around Toronto. And you have spared time to listen to what are the opportunities in Uttar Pradesh. And that's what this evening is meant for. Before I start on this, the first thing, you are aware of our visionary leader, Prime Minister Modi. In the last 8.5 years, he has completely transformed the landscape of the country. Every sector has got a positive vision. I mean, you as an Indian diaspora, Apurva ji mentioned about the OCI, Overseas Citizen of India. I had the privilege of fathering that concept as a joint secretary foreigner in the Ministry of Home Affairs. While I was there, first OCI was given in 2006 January at Hyderabad Parvasi Bharati Divas. And for that, the whole 1 year from 2005 to the whole 1 year, the way I worked and made it possible. Today, under the Prime Minister Modi, the government functions like that, and the many missions, I had been part of that mission like as a Secretary Housing and Urban Affairs for almost 4 years and 7 months. I was driving various national missions, and I know the kind of work which, whatever he commits, Sankalp se Siddhi. Whatever Sankalp he takes towards the Siddhi. That's the, and it is a statement by him while he was inaugurating the global, it was the groundbreaking ceremony number 3 for the last Investor Summit. And he mentioned that the Yogi's government initiative on the infrastructure, on various other fields, has today taken UP on the something which was not there. It is not in the forefront of investments and possibilities. It has turned out to the new place of opportunities. That's a statement by the Prime Minister Modi. This is movement towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. UP's economy is quite robust and resilient. As I mentioned, its total GDP, state GDP is 250 plus billion. It accounts for nearly 13% of the exports of India. It has seen growth of nearly in the double figure, 11% plus growth in the year prior to the pandemic. And after pandemic today, when the national growth is around 7%, UP growth is 8%. And I'm very confident with the kind of policies being pursued by the state government, very soon we are going to be in the double figure, because there are multiple sectors through which it is being targeted. So, in the previous, the investment summit in 2018, the total investment has come to Uttar Pradesh is around $45 billion. Many factories which were set up and they have started delivering, many are in the process. The last groundbreaking ceremony was in June 2022. And now we have kept a target of now almost like $180 billion. Earlier it was kept 140, but now seeing the kind of response, already more than 250,000 crore. That is some $30 billion has already been committed through the online thing. This has already been done. So now the Chief Minister, he has sent 8 teams visiting 17 countries, different places. We are also going to within the country to the 7 different destinations and will be inviting this investment. So now the target is to get 180 billion in the next 5 years, to get the MU. And I will mention how we are going to make that MU happen in the next 5 years to fructify to the real results. UP has got developed in the last 5.5 years a wholesome kind of infrastructure. You saw in the film, UP is known as the expressway state. We have got 6 expressways running over 1250 kilometers. Another 7 which are under construction, and they will cover another 1000 kilometers. We have some 16,000 kilometers of the rail network, which is all double line, covering all the state. We have some 4 lakhs kilometers of the state highways, other district roads and various kinds of things, covering the whole of the state. So it's a good network of the road, rail and air connectivity. We have the 9 airports. Out of them, 3 are the international airports which are running, covering 74 destinations within the nation and outside the country. Another 5 domestic airports they've been handed over to the airport authority. They are in the process of getting them operationalized. 2 more airports are coming up as the international airport, Jewar and Ayodhya airport. Ayodhya is turning out to be the new destination with the Ram Mandir coming up in the next 1 year. By December 2023, we expect the Ram Mandir to be completed. Some of you who will be coming to Lucknow, please do visit Ayodhya and you'll see the kind of transformation which is going on to the city of Ayodhya. Our international airport will be ready by 2025. By September 2023, you can land in Ayodhya on the domestic airport, which is getting completed. Our target is September 2023 to have Boeing and the Airbuses land there for the domestic circuits. We have the first our waterways from Banaras, Varanasi, Kashi to Haldia. So we can take it, now that in Varanasi freight corridor, this is already ready. From there you can take various kind of freight directly to Haldia and from Haldia to any destination across the globe through the sea route. We have 5 cities in UP which are connected with the metro systems. Another 2 metro systems are coming up the next 2 years. They are going to be operational. The city of Agra and Meerut, they are coming up in very, very fast. The first regional rapid transport system from Delhi to Meerut is coming up in Uttar Pradesh. Major part is in Uttar Pradesh, which is the distance of over 90 kilometers will be covered just in 55 minutes, stopping at 15 different stations. So Meerut or places from Meerut to Delhi onwards, they will be as good as if they are part of Delhi. So that will open up Uttar Pradesh in a big way. The first line is going to be inaugurated by June. I think our Chief Minister will be, the first trial is going to start very soon. June, the first 17 kilometers of this RRTS is going to be started. So as far as this, the freight corridor, the 2 freight corridor which is coming up, the Eastern Freight Corridor, almost like 50% of that falls in Uttar Pradesh. This is the whole of Uttar Pradesh is connected right from Varanasi right up to Ghaziabad. They are connected on the Eastern Freight Corridor. Western Freight Corridor, which comes from Mumbai and comes via Gujarat and Rajasthan, good part of them, some 10% of that is in Uttar Pradesh. And both the corridors are meeting in Uttar Pradesh at Dadri, close to Noida, where is a big logistic hub is coming up. So we have got a whole infrastructure ready. Even the power situation is so good, 24/7 power supply in all the cities. Industrial, we have got the powers, Additional Chief Secretary of Power is here. The industrial grid is separate. And there is a full assured supply. The enablers, for any investment to come, you need various kinds of enablers. You will be, I'm happy to share with you that UP stands at first rank in the Good Governance Index. Like the World Bank does, or various international bodies does the indexing. So under the Prime Minister Modi, various indexes are competitive so that the states are challenged and they are in competition with each other. So Good Governance Index, Uttar Pradesh is number 1. In the Export Preparedness Index, Uttar Pradesh is number 2. In the Doing Business is the Achiever State. In the Logistics Management, it is the Achiever State. On the Prime Minister Gati Shakti, where we will keep the complete thing on the IT base, GIS base, we are moving in a very fast manner so that the whole of Uttar Pradesh is going to be on the PM Gati Shakti. By the next year, we will have every individual farms, they will have their own identity and they will be electronically, you can have the soil health data, you can the production data, productivity data, everything, every plot wise the work is going on this. That is the way Uttar Pradesh is working right now. The policy framework, when the Honorable Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath ji announced about this Global Investor Summit, we have taken on us that all policies which are conducive for the investment in Uttar Pradesh, ranging from the defense, aerospace, to the electronics, to the IT, to the semiconductors, to the SME, EV, tourism, food processing, everything. I mean, the startup, data center, all these various policies were reviewed, and the new policies have come up in the last 3 months. My team is going to give you a compendium of the policy. They will give you a digital copy. Yeah, I think it is already there with you, a digital software, so that you can see the whole thing at leisure. I mean, the brief. So the policies have been, and the policy takes care of the best possibility, how the land will be made available, what kind of subsidy will be there, how you can take assistance of what has been offered by the government of India. So tax concession and the tax regime, various other concessions, so that we are able to take our industry forward. As far as you also require, while you are investing in the state, you require manpower, a trained manpower. And we have got a large scale, we have got 2 IITs in Uttar Pradesh, 2 triple IT, that is for the information technology. So 2 triple IT in Uttar Pradesh. We have got various NITs in Uttar Pradesh. We have got the Indian Institute of Management in Uttar Pradesh, and various other centers. I mean, the number of colleges, number of universities running around 75, and we are now going in a big way. Very recently, we have sanctioned 12 new private universities. In the next 2-3 years, the new private universities will be coming up. So we are promoting these investments. Now we have got 65 medical colleges in the state. Every district to have a medical college. And they are all in the process. So we'll have every district have a medical college. We have got the ITIs, which are the technical institutions, and we are entering into a MOU with the Tata, so that the skill centers are going to be upgraded. So they are brought to a level so that we produce industry-ready ITI holders or the polytechnic holders. So all these steps are being taken so that the manpower is there. Under the Prime Minister Kausal Vikas Yojana, where we can train people and train them, make them ready for any sector. I mean, whatever sector is required, we can train them for that. So under that scheme also, some 15 lakhs plus people have been trained. So this is another area. Manpower is not going to be an issue as far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned. We have developed various kind of industrial parks. Whether it is for the electronics, 1,000 acres have been identified very close to the Jewar airport. Out of that, 500 is going to be the semiconductor fab, and 500 acres is going to be the electronics products, various products. And we are a huge consumption base. 240 million people. I mean, the kind of consumption, the life pattern is changing, lifestyle is changing. So whatever you produce which is going to make change to the life, the consumption is such a huge consumption is going to be there. Uttar Pradesh is the major consumer. The textile park, 1,000 acres have been earmarked for the textile park. Because UP used to have a strength in textile, and somehow down the line, because of some labor problem, some modernization, I mean, not keeping up with the technological changes, now we are coming back to the textile. 1,000 acres have been marked to textile park, textile, various flatted factories where you can come and play, work with this, leather parks, chemical parks, pharma parks, medical devices park, defense corridor, all these things and many more. I mean, what I am giving is only for few samples. I mean, the food processing parks, all these things are there. Another thing which we require is the land bank. The state has created major land banks close to the airport, as I said, Jewar airport, close to our expressways, close to the national highways, close to the logistic park, so that, I mean, the industries can come and they find industries, land is not a challenge. So, and our land policies are such, industrial policies such, that anybody wants to invest in some places, you come with a group of industries, the complete ecosystem, and we help you in acquiring the land also. I mean, apart from giving some, assistance in terms of registration, facilitation, we also help you in doing this. So, and there is a fast-track mechanism if the project is of a certain value, some 360 million plus. So then it's going to be a very fast-track mechanism. Investor facilitation. See, when we did our last investor summit, most MOUs were physical. We prepared papers and the MOUs were signed. But this time, right from the beginning, as I mentioned to you, some 250 lakhs crores, more than $30 billion MOUs have already been signed. So we have created a system through which MOUs can be signed online. And not only signed online, but once the MOU has been signed, once we know that you have an intent to invest in Uttar Pradesh in some sector, let's say in education, maybe in health, maybe in biotech park, maybe in textile or electronics, food processing. Once you know that, somebody from the Invest UP, we have Abhishek Prakash he is the heading that Invest UP. So somebody is going to get connected with you, and there is a portal called Nivesh Sarthi. You know, understand, Sarthi is your driver. So Nivesh Sarthi is going to drive you through to the final fruition. And the Honorable Chief Minister decided that there are going to be some 75 CM fellows, and they'll be called Udyami Mitra. So these CM fellows are going to be assigned to the various investors so that they can see that all your requirements are met through. So they will connect, and these CM fellows are in the process of recruitment. There will be young engineering or the management graduates coming from IITs, IIMs, NITs, various other places. So that they will connect you to the investors, will get connected, and the problems which you face, that will be addressed. Uttar Pradesh is a very, very secure Pradesh now. You understand, you must have heard about, the name of the Chief Minister itself gives a shiver to all the criminals, and there is absolutely no question of anybody disturbing the state. Some of the focus areas, I've just named few, like the defense, aerospace, electronics, semiconductors, IT, ITS, logistics and warehousing, data center. The first data center in the northern India, most of it were in the south India. But the first data center came very recently, last month, 31st of October. Honorable Chief Minister inaugurated one in Greater Noida. This has been developed by the Hirnandanis, if you have heard of, is a big real estate company, and the Iota, which is the American company. They have come together for a 300 megawatt state-of-art Hyperloop data center, and the first part of it has been inaugurated. This is going to be 300 megawatt in Noida. We have already, work is on in different places in the state on 600 megawatt. But the state, so the new data policy has kept a target of 2000 megawatt. So think of it, 2000 megawatt of data center is going to drive with 5G in a big way the whole IT-based industry, which is going to change significantly the human life. Agro, electric vehicles, renewable energy, textile, tourism, pharma, medical devices park, education skills, startups, real estate and films. A new film city is being planned. Is already the RFP is out. So the new Bollywood, parallel to that Bollywood